Hello everybody and welcome back to the Ssbl. Here we are, week 4, day 2. And we've got the Walkers and the Vikings here for game number 1. Joey Chestnut on the mound for the Vikings. Against Grime Time will be on the mound for the Walkers. That one's not handled well by Freishak, and the runner will reach. Chicken Tinda is aboard. I'll bring up Archie Barker. That one's down the third baseline, just foul though. It'll be 0-2. And strike 3 called. Barker goes down looking. One away. Bring up Marty Carr. First pitch swinging fouled off.
No, that's high.
1-2 the count. This one grounded to Reed. Reed to Williams. Williams 2 short stacks for the Dragons special. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. We've got Reed, short stacks, and Kennings Jr. due up. Vikings coming into this game 1-2, looking to bounce back after a couple of losses, as that's going to be a strikeout to start things off for Grime Time. Vikings coming off a 4-2 loss against the Overdrafts late last week, as well as a 5-4 loss over to the Liberty in week 2. Walkers looking for their first victory of the season. Lost a heartbreaker in walk-off fashion to the Express last week, and then lost to the Overdrafts and the Liberty so far this season. That's back-to-back strikeouts here for Grime Time, 2 away. And here's Ron Kennings Jr.
Ball inside.
1-1 the count. Popped up, floater into left center. But Doyle, the shortstop, able to track that one down to make the catch for out number 3, a 1-2-3 inning, and we'll go to the top of the second. George Pierre will lead things off for the Walkers. This one into right, but right to Gilmore for out number 1. That brings up Yu Narukami, and he puts one up the middle. He'll be aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 41.
Mir Khan to the plate, swing and a miss.
Ball high.
Leads off the next pitch, 1-1 now. Takes a hack there, 1-2. And this one's a deep fly ball into center field, but Shaka will gobble that up, as will Ron Kennings Jr. for out number 2. And I'll bring up Ryan T. Hill to the plate. His first pitch strike on the inside edge, and fouls off the next pitch. 0-2 the count. Runner is going. That one's a ball, and doesn't matter as the runner is thrown out, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. Miyuki with a caught stealing. That'll be 4, 5, 6 due up for the Vikings here. Freishak, Williams, and Po Boy.
That's high. Ball outside.
Time finds his own there. 2-1 the count to Freishak. Hard hit ball, but foul. 2-2. And that's up the middle. Freishak will be aboard. First hit of the day for the Vikings. Bring up Amir Williams to the plate now. And he hits that one hard right to Khan. who makes the catch round number 1, throws it to first, but Kryshak back in time, so just the lone out there brings up Po Boy now. Contact versus lefties activated. Very strong bat here with Po Boy. Falls behind 1-2 to time. Doesn't chase the ball in the dirt. 2-2. Allen misses for a full count. And Po Boy shows off some discipline. Will draw a walk, so the Vikings now have 2 on and only 1 out. And here is Blue Maine Coon. First pitch swinging, fouls it back. Jam here for time. Let's see how he pitches through it. This is a couple times. 2-1. That one in there for a strike. 2-2. Fouled back. Remains a 2-2 count. Four straight fouled off by Coon. And strike 3 called! Just got it in there for a big second out here in the bottom of the second. And now it's Happy Gilmore to the plate. 2 on, 2 out for the Vikings. He takes the first pitch strike just above the knees and fouls the next one back. 0-2. Popped up left field, tracking that one is Nakarami, and he makes the catch for out number 3 and will go to the top of the third. Still 0-0 up on the scoreboard.
The center fielder, number 28.
7, 8, and 9 due up for the Walkers here. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Chestnut.
Number 40. Outside.
1-2 the count to Doyle. And Doyle swings and misses. Back-to-back Ks for Chestnut, and here comes Bob Elf. Chestnut locked in, 3 strikeouts through 2 2/3, and ahead in the count 0-2. Strike 3 called. Chestnut strikes out the side and will go to the bottom of the third. So far, Chestnut has faced the minimum through 3, thanks to a double play and a caught stealing from Miyuki behind the plate. Bottom third, Time also locked in, 3 strikeouts of his own through 2. A hit and a walk, high pop-up into right field. George Pierre makes the play for out number 1. And here's the top of the order, Spencer Reed. If he can get this offense kick-started for the Vikings. It's in the count 2-0. That one misses 3-0. Time battles back with a strike. That one's in the dirt. And Reed will be aboard now with only 1 out. And here's Evangeline short stacks. Mojo down for Time, issuing his second walk of the game. First pitch swinging is Evangeline. It's in foul territory, but no one from the Walkers able to track that one down. This one, a floater to Khan, who makes the catch round number 2, and the Mojo back up for Time. 2 away now, and here's Ron Kinnings Jr. Runner is going. The throw from behind the plate is not going to be in time. Runner in scoring position again for the Vikings. Lots of speed on that runner. A base hit most likely breaks the scoreless tie here in the bottom of the third. Swing and miss there. A 2-2 count now for Ron Kinnings. Swing and a miss. Time with his 4th K sends us to the top of the 4th. Still 0-0. Top of the order due up for the Walkers. And it's Chicken Tenda. Two and 1 the count to Tenda. Swings through that pitch. 2-2. Popped up. shallow center field. Kinney Jr. is there, and that is out number 1. Here comes Archie Barker to the plate. Two and 1 to Barker. Fouls that one off. 2-2. Doesn't chase high. Full count. And strike 3 called. Make it 5 Ks now for Chestnut. 2 away. Hard hit ball, and that one's past the diving glove of Reed. That's actually in the gap. Going to get to the wall. Marty Carr's going to have himself a 2-out double. And the Walkers have a runner in scoring position for the first time tonight. And it's George Pierre with a chance to get the Walkers on the board here. 1-1 the count from Chestnut. That one misses. 2-1. Fouled back. Swing and a miss! Chestnuts gets out of the jam and will go to the bottom of the 4th. Fryshack, Williams, and Po' Boy do up. That one's going to stay foul. 1-1 count here to Fryshack. Single so far on the day. The lone hit so far recorded by the Vikings. Full count. Grounded to short. Doyle scoops it. Throw to first in time for round number 1. So Walker's actually out hitting the Vikings so far 3-1. But don't have anything to show for it yet on the scoreboard. That one is going to be through. That's going to be a base hit. Williams with a single through the left side of the infield brings up Po' Boy. Time up to 63 pitches here as he finds a strike zone. 2-1 the count. That one is well inside. Backs Po' Boy out of the box. That one's fouled in the stands. A full count to Boy. Effective swing there, fouls it off. We'll do it again. And that's ball 4. Po' Boy walks for the second time today. And the Vikings in business once more. 2 on, only 1 out. Here's Blue Maine Coon. Chance for the Vikings to strike first here in the bottom of the 4th. Runners are going. The throw down to third is in the dirt, but tag in time. So both catchers with a caught stealing. It's now 2 outs. The runner didn't even go down to second, but this one is into right, flirting with the line. It's foul. Just missed the chalk down the right field line. That probably would have scored the runner as that was tucked away deep in the corner of Shaka. That one's going to be picked up on the line. Grind time to throw to first in time. Just getting the runner there. A dangerous pickup. Any faster and the runner would have been safe, but still nothing doing on the scoreboard. We'll head to the top of the 5th.
That's outside. Ball, that's low.
3-1 to you. And you will draw a leadoff walk. Second time he's been aboard so far today. I'll bring up Amir Khan. Takes a first pitch strike. High fly ball deep into right. That one's not going to be deep enough as Gilmore is there for out number 1. Ryan Tehill to the plate. 0 for 1 so far. Runner is going to throw to second in time. The second caught stealing of the game for Miyuki. Some defensive plays from behind the plate from the Vikings. And short stacks with a nice leaping catch there for out number 3. And as quickly as we started the top of the 5th, we go bottom 5, still 0-0 up on the scoreboard. Grind time starting the bottom of the 5th at 74 pitches. And that's going to be foul. 0-2 the count. That one just misses the zone. A nice pitch, but Gilmore lays off of it. And lays off another 2-2. And that one's high. Full count. And Gilmore shows some discipline, and he draws the walk after being behind 0-2. Now bring Kazuo Miyuki to the plate, as shown off his defense and the hit and run, and it puts Doyle out of position, and it scoots by him. Runners headed for third, and the Vikings are in real business now, as they've got runners at the corners and nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Infield playing in now for the Walkers. Spencer Reed at the plate behind 0-2. Hit and run worked to perfection there as Doyle went to cover second and was hit right by him, but Reed gets rung up there. A 5th K for time. A big first out. The defense now goes back to a double play here with Evangeline Shortstacks to the plate. They could turn the double play. They could get out of the inning. A 1-1 count to Shortstacks. 0 for 2 so far today. Oh, hard hit ball, but foul. 1-2 the count. Fouled that one off just barely. He's trying to stay alive. That one's grounded to Doyle. Doyle to second for 1. Kahn to first. A Dragon special! The Walkers get out of the jam. First and third, nobody out, and it's still scoreless here in Shaka. Wow.
That's inside.
Top 6 still 0-0. Burpee Doyle puts this one up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Doyle. Leadoff runner aboard for the Vikings here, or the Walkers, excuse me.
The catcher, number 58.
Bob Elf to the plate. Oh, a bunt gets put down, and that works perfectly. Sacrifice bunt for Elf puts the runner in scoring position. Fantastic bunt there. And let's see what Chicken Tinda can do. Ripped right to Williams. Williams with the Dragon special! Oh, Doyle took too far of a lead. It was hit right to Williams, and Williams flips it to Reed, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. Holy cow. And Ron Kennings Jr. leads things off for the Vikings here in the bottom of the 6th. And it's a full count. Grind time of pitching 100 pitches. Grounded to third. Barker scoops it. Throws to first in time for out number 1. That may be it for time. And it is. We go over to Disappeareth. For relief. 1-2 count here to Liam Freishak. Lays off the pitch, 2-2. And that will be a walk. So Disappeareth walks the first batter he faces. Puts a runner aboard for Amir Williams. Both Freishak and Williams doing their bits to try and make this Vikings offense click. They've reached 3 times, and Amir Williams looking for his second. A full count to Williams, and that will be a walk, so the Vikings once again have runners aboard here. Po Boy to the plate, who's drawn a pair of walks himself. 2 on, only 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Disappeareth starts things off with a strike. Doesn't chase high, 1-1. Slider fouled back, 1-2. Well inside, 2-2. A slow grounder Kahn can only flip it to first for out number 2, but both runners in scoring position now for Blue Maine Coon. A base hit scores both runners for the Vikings. First pitch strike. Misses 1-1. Coon 0 for 2 today. Blue Maine Coon 0 for 2. 2-2. Hard hit ball, but right to Barker for out number 3, and the Vikings leave even more stranded. We go to the top of the 7th, still 0-0 here in Shaka. And that's going to be a leadoff single for Barker. So a leadoff runner aboard now for the Vikings. Here's Carr, who has the only extra base hit so far in this one. He hit it his last time up. Another one of those could prove invaluable to the Walkers here. But he's ahead in the count 3-0. Ooh, that one called a strike there. Borderline. Hit a home cooking, and now the count is full. Swing and a miss! Chestnut with a huge strikeout there. Battling back from 3-0 down to get the strikeout. One away. And here is George Pierre well out in front of that one. And fouls that one off. 0-2. This one's a floater, and Freishak makes the catch for out number 2. Slightly above his head. Had to stretch out for that one. And here is Narukami. A walk and a base hit so far in this one. And he puts this one into center, and it's caught by Kinnings for out number 3. Off his shoe tops to send us to the bottom of the 7th. Still 0-0. Happy Gilmore leading things off for the Vikings here. 1-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss. Dropped third strike, but Elf gets it down to Tinda. One away. First strikeout by Disappeareth in relief. Here's Miyuki locked in with 2 caught stealings defensively. Rips that one grounded to first, though. Tinda takes it himself for out number 2. And Reed is going to get pulled in favor of Judd French. And French swings at the first pitch, grounds out to Tinda, and we go to the top of the 8th. Kahn, Hill, and Doyle do up for the Walkers here. And Judd French immediately gets pulled in favor of Gage Deputy. Fly ball into left, caught by Po' Boy, one away. Chestnut here in the 8th, 1 out, has done pretty well. 86 pitches locked in for most of it. 5 hits, a walk given up through 7 1/3. This one a grounder to Williams. Gets to first in time for out number 2. And here is Burpee Doyle. That will do it for Chestnut. In comes Tammy John to try and sort things out here in the top of the 8th, 1 out. One and 2 the count to Doyle. Swing and a miss! And we head to the bottom of the 8th. 2, 3, and 4 do up for the Vikings. A combined, that was 1 for 8 with 2 strikeouts and a walk. Short stacks 0 for 3 and tenths. Not been a good day at the plate for anybody. And Disappeareth gets another K. 1 away. Here is Kiddings Jr. He swings at the first pitch, fouls it off. That one's in there. 0-2. Grounded to third. Nice backhanded play by Barker. Throw to first in time for out number 2. And here comes Liam Freishak. Disappeareth locked in, done nicely in relief. Gave up a couple of walks when he first came into the game, but has cooled down nicely. 2 innings and a third of work, 2 strikeouts, and a 2-1 count to Liam Freishak. Freishak, though, puts this one to the left. That's going to get off the warning track onto the wall. Freishak digging for 2. He'll have himself a 2-out double. The go-ahead run now in scoring position for Amir Williams. This 4-5 combo for the Vikings has been the majority of their offense. That one's away from Elf, and the go-ahead run now 90 feet away. They keep Disappeareth in a game, 1-1 the count. That one's up the middle, and that's going to score the run. Williams with an RBI single gives the Vikings a 1-0 lead. Just like that, in a blink of the eye. Oh, and make it 2 caught ceilings now for Elf, but a little bit too little too late. The Walkers need 1 here in the top of the 9th, and it's 9-1-2 due up. And it's got to be against Tammy John. Oh, and 2 the count. Swing and a miss. A second strikeout for John, 1 away. Chickentendo 1 for 3, but behind the count 0-2. Swing and a miss! And the last hope for the Walkers here in this one, Archie Barker 1 for 3. That one is under the glove of Deputy, now at second, so the game will continue. The second hit of the day for Barker. So don't go anywhere yet, and it's the big bat of Marty Carr to the plate. Lots of speed at the runner. Swing and a miss, 1 strike away for the Vikings. Carr doesn't chase. Doesn't chase again, 2-2 the count. This one's a slow grounder to Williams. Williams is up with it. The throw is in time for out number 3. And the Vikings eke this one out 1-0 over the Walkers. A pitching duel here for the first game of day 2 of week number 4. Walkers actually out-hit the Vikings, but can't get anyone to come across. Pair hits from Barker. 10 strikeouts, 5 hits for the Vikings, and 4 of them coming from Liam Freishak and Amir Williams. Last one coming from Miyuki. Loss goes to Disappeareth. He gave up the earned run in 2 1/3 innings of work. Win goes to Tammy John, who pitched an inning and a third, gave up a hit, 3 strikeouts. Tough no decision there to Chestnut. No earned through 7 2/3, 7 strikeouts, a walk, 5 hits. MVP goes to Chestnut, right behind him's Grind Time, and rounding things off, Liam Freishak. That's going to do it for game number 1. Game number 2, can we see the struggling ball players get right in a game against the Sparrows? Don't go anywhere. You're going to see that game come up right here on the Ssbl on Twitch. here we are, game number 2. The Ball Players and the Sparrows here in beautiful Emerald Diamond. Both of these teams surprisingly coming into this game with the same record, 1-2. But it's some early season blues for the Ball Players. Losing to the Unicorns opening week, and then to the Wildcats. This one's deep into left center. That one's going to roll off the wall, and that's going to be extra bases. That's going to be a leadoff double for Hendricks. I'm sorry, the Ball Players beat the Unicorns, then lost to the Wildcats, and then to the Serpents. As for the Sparrows, they beat the Mythic opening week, but then lost to the Angels and then to the Stingers. We've got GG Nori on the mound here for the Ball Players, and this one's a floater into left, and that's going to get down, and the Sparrows have runners at the corners and nobody out here to start things off. So, interesting things here happening. Cameron Kahn to the plate now. 2-1 the count from Nori. Swing and a miss. And strike 3 called. A big first out there by Nori. One away. It's Jerry Magana to the plate. One and 2 the count. That one is a pitch out. And that makes it a full count now. And Ghana spoils it. We'll do it again. And again. Oh, swing and a miss at ball 4, but it gets by Iron Hands, and a run will come in to score. Does that count as an RBI for Magana? But the Sparrows taking an early 1-0 lead. But the damage is halted after that. Could have been a lot worse. First and third, nobody out. And it's just the lone run that comes home to score for the Sparrows. Lindsey Say on the mound for the Sparrows. And Dilla Stick pops that one up to Vegas for number 1. One, another one to short. Vegas dives for it, but Thunder too fast and beats out that one. Infield single for Theo Thunder. So runner board now for Patty Potts. It's fouled back, a 1-2 count. K-Dud active for Say. And swing and a miss. Potts goes down. High fly ball into left center field. Back it goes. Is it deep enough? It is out of here. Bo Jackoon does what he does best and puts one into the stands and makes it a 2-1 Ball Players lead. This one's hit hard, and that's going to get down, and that's going to roll into the corner. Runners digging for 2, and they'll get it. Papa Dog with a 2-out double. And this one's deep into right. Toby Barker at the wall, and it's gone. Two-run shots for the ball players. 4:15 into right field, and it's 4-1. And it is a hit parade here. Tucker keeps the inning going. All of this with 2 outs. Say is rattled. And she'll give up a walk here to Iron Hands, and we have batted through the lineup here for the ball players in the bottom of the first. 2 on, 2 out for Juice Armstrong. That's back up the middle, and that's out of the reach of all the defenders. And another run will score. It's now 5-1 ball players. Cannot get the elusive third out here, as this bottom of the first keeps going and going and going. 11th batter to the plate here for the ball players. Bases are loaded. Theo Thunder ahead 3-1. Puts that one into the stands. Grounder to Khan, she scoops it, gets the first in time for out number 3, but not before a crooked number is hung. 5 runs in the bottom of the first. It's 5-1 ball players. That one's a nice play by Thunder, one away. 1-2 to Lynn Larsonian. He fouls it back. Into left, Toby Barker, excuse me. We saw his brother in the first game. 0-2 now to Spud Vegas. Rounded to third. Nice dive by Thunder. The throw in time for out number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Norrie, and we'll go to the bottom of the second.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 38.
Lindsay Say trying to make something into a silver lining for this game. And she does get the strikeout to start off the inning. And here is Bo Jackoon, who started the scoring for the ball players with the 2-run shot into left center field. 420 feet on that one. And he will draw a walk. And that will do it for Say. Not much to speak of in this outing for her. Two and two now to Papa Dog. This one's a grounder to Hendricks. Hendricks to Vegas. And to Magana for the Dragons special. And we'll head to the top of the third. Still 5-1 here. 9-1-2 to up for the Sparrows.
Number 17.
0-2 to Madeline Dixon. Swing and a miss. After a shaky first inning, Nori is bouncing back nicely. 3 strikeouts for her so far tonight. Under the Thunder, easy play for him. 2 away.
Designated hitter, number 24.
So since Fornia's single in the first, Nori has retired everyone since. That run coming to score off the passed ball. But Fornia puts one just past the outreach glove of Jackoon, and she has herself her second base hit of the day.
Third baseman, number 10.
2-1 to Cameron Kahn, and Kahn puts one up the middle, so the Sparrows looking to get a bit of a 2-out rally going of their own here. And it's Jiri Magana to the plate. He struck out, but does get the RBI on the passed ball that allowed the run to score in the first inning. Behind 0-2 here to Nori. And he hits one up the middle. Runner is going to round third, head for home, and that might be a problem. Juice Armstrong in time! Juice showing his namesake Armstrong gunning the runner at home, and it remains 5-1.
Fielder, number 6.
The juice is most definitely loose here in Emerald Diamond. Fantastic play to keep it a 5-1 game. And since it's the bottom of the third, Toby Barker to the plate. He's ahead 3-2. Swing and a miss, though. McKinney gets the strikeout.
The right fielder, number 40.
Nathan Tucker 1 for 1 today. 1-2 count. It's fouled off a couple. And that's going to be ripped into the gap in left center. That's going to hit off the wall. And Tucker will have himself a 1-out double. Bring up Iron Hands. Hands was up there in the Epic Conference last season in batting average. I want to say he finished well within the top 5 as he just misses the line there. 1-1 the count. Floater, and Magana makes the snag over his head for out number 2. And I'll bring up Juice Armstrong, who had the nice play in center field to keep the 4-run lead for his team. Slider finds his own, making it a 2-1 count. That one's fouled back, 2-2. That one's hit, and that's out of the reach of Vegas. That rolls in the outfield, and the runner's going to come home to score easily. Makes it 6-1 ball players.
Number 23.
Make it 2 singles and 2 RBIs on the day for Juice Armstrong. Not only does he knock down runs, he puts them on the board. And the ball players now lead by 5 going into the top of the 4th. Adelina Strickland to lead things off for the Sparrows. He has a 2-2 count from Nori. Runs full. Swing and a miss. Nori racks up her 4th strikeout. The plate comes Spritz Seltzer. And that's going to be back-to-back strikeouts now for Nori, up to 5. And to the plate, Lynn Larsonian. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. Nori strikes out the side and will go to the bottom of the 4th. That's up the middle, and that will be a leadoff single for the ball players. Dilla stick with his first hit of the day. Oh, excuse me, no, that was Theo Thunder. Which now brings up Patty Potts. Swing and a miss. McKinney with a strikeout. He's got 2. Has done fairly well in coming in for Say. Has put some sort of positive spin on this for the Sparrows. Three and 1 the count to Bojack Oon. Fouled back. Three straight pitches fouled off by Jackoon. And that one misses, and Bo will have himself a walk, which will bring up Papa Dog. And McKinney's day is done. In comes Noel Hawley. She inherits 2 on and only 1 out here. Chance for the ball players to really make this one ugly. Oh, an ugly swing and a miss there from Dog for the strikeout. 2 away now, and here's Toby Barker. Two and 1 the count to Barker. Had the home run into right field in the bottom of the 1st. Went 415 feet, but he strikes out there. Ball players leave a couple runners aboard. But we go to the top of the 5th. Ball players still leading 6-1. Two to Spud, and he fouls that one off. Swing and a miss. Make it 4 straight strikeouts from Nori. She is locked in, up to 7 on the night. But that's a base hit up the middle for Dixon. Turns the lineup around. Back we go to August Hendricks. Started the game off with a double into left center. A hit high off the wall. This being a home run by a couple of feet. He's had in the count 3 and 1. One middle, but laid off by Hendricks. And he will end up drawing a walk. So the Sparrows again with a chance here. They haven't had any lack of base runners here. They've got 2 on and only 1 out here for California. 2 for 2 on the day. Grounded, but foul. Already staying in the game. Pitch count very high. Grounded to Thunder. This could be 2 to Potts for 1 to first. Dragons special. Huge play turned by the ball players' defense. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Sparrows with opportunities tonight offensively, but has not been able to make the most of them. A runner gets gunned at home in the 4th inning, and they leave 2 runners on there in the 5th. Full count to Nathan Tucker. And he fouls that one off. And he gets caught looking. Holly with 3 strikeouts, and she's coming in relief. One and 2 to Iron Hands. Swing and a miss. Holly has faced 4 batters and has struck every single one of them out so far. Two to Juice Armstrong. Spoils that pitch. Plays that one off. Full count. And Juice Armstrong will reach for the 3rd time today. His first walk drawn, and that resets the lineup back to deal a stick. First runner to reach so far off of Holly tonight. And that one gets by Dixon behind the plate. And Armstrong easily takes 2nd. Another full count from Holly. The off pitch swung on, a slow grounder. Khan scoops it, throws to first in time for round number 3. And we'll head to the top of the 6th, still 6-1. 3, 4, and 5 do up for the Sparrows. That will do it for Noree. In comes Adrian Walker. One of the most prolific relief pitchers in the Ssbl over the past few seasons. Was epic pitcher of the year last year. And she strikes out the first batter she faces. This one's popped up into center field, and Armstrong's there for number 2. K-man active on Walker. 0-2 count. Hit hard but foul by Strickland. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first, and that will do it for the top of the 6th. Theo Thunder, Patty Potts, and Bo Jagoon do up for the ball players here. Still nursing a 5-run lead. And Thunder up the middle, his 3rd base hit of the game. And that's up the middle. Potts is aboard for the first time. And that brings up a very dangerous man to the plate with runners in scoring position. Bo Jagoon becomes probably the best hitter in the league with that RBI man trait activated. And Jackoon will walk for, I believe, the second time today, which will load the bases now for Papa Dog. Holly is done. In comes Decker. The penultimate relief pitcher for the Sparrows. This one's up the middle. No one's going to be able to snag it. And one run's going to score. Second one coming home safe. And it's a 2-run RBI single for Papa Dog. And this one into center, and that one is off the top of the wall. Toby Barker has himself an RBI double. And it is 9-1 here. Ghana gets it off the one hop, but will force me to break out the double digits. This one. Ball players getting some aggression out here in this one.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 11.
10-1 here. One out in the bottom of the sixth. Decker tenths, allowing 4 more runs to score since coming into the game. Grounded to Khan. This should be 2. Hendricks to 1. Oh! Too fast is Armstrong. He beats it out, gets his 3rd RBI on the day, and it's 11-1 ball players. Rick Stick looks like the only ball player not to get a base hit today. Oh, Iron Hands is not. And he won't there either. As we head to the top of the 7th, a 10-run lead for the ball players.
Number 2.
Three strikeouts now in relief for Walker.
Number 27.
She has seen 4 and sat down 3 of them via the strikeout. Two and 2 the count to Lynn Larsonian. He grounds that one to Dila Stick, who had taken himself for round number 2. Mojo up for Walker.
Number 9.
Nowhere close to that one. And 4 strikeouts now for Walker, and we'll head to the bottom of the 7th. 2, 3, 4 do it for the ball players here. Thunder having himself a busy day. 3 for 4. 3 singles. Draws his first walk of the day.
The second baseman, number 38.
Off the plate. Ball low. Ball inside.
3-0 to Potts. And that is a 4-pitch walk, and Decker is hurt.
Batting, the shortstop. Now pitching, number 45.
Lister. in the dirt. They can't turn two. Runners now at the corners for Papa Dog. That's in Bull Ball. They'll walk Papa Dog.
The left fielder, number 6.
Bases loaded again for the ball players. Only one out here in the bottom of the 7th. A chance to take things from ugly to very ugly here. It's a 3-1 count. That one's fouled back. And that will walk in a run.
The right fielder, number 40.
Steve right. Dear right.
0-2 to Nathan Tucker. Chops this one in front of home plate. Only play is down to first. Tucker will get a credit for an RBI on the fielder's choice. 2 away, 13-1 now.
Off the plate. Nope, inside. The right.
And Iron Hands will make it 14-15-1 as he gets his first base hit of the game.
Center fielder, number 11.
And we will head to the top of the 8th now. 9-1 and 2 do it for the Sparrows.
Now batting, the catcher, number 17.
And they get a base runner off of Walker.
Steve right. That's inside. That's high. Strike 3.
No.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 26.
Oh, and Dixon just tore her meniscus.
Nope, that's inside. Dear right.
So a couple injuries there racking up for the Sparrows. Not good news. In a game that is 15-1.
Strike 3. Go.
The designated hitter, number 24.
The right. The right. Strike 3.
And 6 Ks at least now for Walker, and we'll head to the bottom of the 8th. This game miraculously approaching to be over. Bull Ball prevent any starting pitchers to come into the game. Rick to the stick now truly is the last ball player not to get a base hit. And will remain that way. He goes 0 for on the night, but did reach on a walk. But in a day of plenty, it sucks to be the lone man out. Grounder to Khan. 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 38.
Pats will draw a walk.
Now batting, the
Bring up Jack Oon. 3 walks on the day.
Ball inside.
It's 2 actual plate appearances. This one will be foul.
Nope, that's low.
Oh, off the glove, and the ricochet eats up Spud. And I think we'll probably see a starting pitcher now.
The designated hitter. Now pitching.
Windswept Enriquez.
Nope, that's high. Nope, inside. That's inside. Steve right.
Full count. K-Dud activated on Enriquez. And that's up the middle, and 16-1. I have lost track of Papa Dog. Looks like he's up to 3 RBIs now, at least.
That's low. Nope, that's high. Right. Right. Nope, victory.
Now batting.
And the ball players just keep rubbing this one in.
Number 40.
Bases loaded. And finally, the grounder to short to first in time for round number 3. 16-1. Sparrows need
The third baseman. Number
4 grand slams. And hey, the Sparrows do get a base runner off of Walker.
now batting. The first baseman.
The lone bit of silver lining in this one for the organization. They get 2.
Now batting. The right fielder. Number 35.
Steve right. Gregory.
8 strikeouts now for Walker. She has now struck out more than Norrie did, the starting pitcher for the ball players. In 10 outs, she has struck out 8 of them. Oh, Toby Barker tried but failed. And that will load the bases for the Sparrows. They could try and get one of those 4 grand slams they need.
Number 20. Now pitching.
Walker won't be able to get the job finished. In comes River Slopes.
That's down. That's high.
Not too bad because Walker would have been in line for the save, I think.
Now batting. The shortstop. Number 9. Now batting. Number 18.
Reese Mary. I have truly never heard of this person before. Welcome to the league, Reese Mary. I have to assume this is your first ever anything in the SSBL, and not with a bang, but a whimper, it goes down. Final score, a lot to a little. 16-1. A lot of bad and a lot of good. Multi-hit games for just about everyone over here, except for Hands, Potts, and Deal a Stick. Barker and Jackoon going yard. Still struck out 10 times. Potts with the sombrero. That top part of the lineup doing pretty well. Getting all but a couple of hits. Multi-hit for Pagana Khan and Fornia, so there's something. Pitching bad on Sparrows. Win actually goes to Nori. Oh, I knew that. Win goes to Nori. Walker pitches 3 1/3 and slopes the final 2 outs. And Barker, Jackoon, and Papa Dog take the MVPs in this one. And we'll head over to game number 3, overdrafts and the wrong fielders. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Ssbl on Twitch. Final game of the night, overdrafts and the wrong fielders here in Colonial Plaza. Wrong fielders coming in at 1 and 2, and the overdrafts coming in at 2 and 1. Overdrafts on the season, a opening week loss to the Express 6-5, but then wins over the Walkers and the Vikings. The wrong fielders, on the other hand, losses to the wrong fielders in week 1, beat the Express week 2, and then lost last week to the Liberty 5-4 in a walk-off double by Libby Sickley. Leadoff runner aboard, rainy days on the mound for the wrong fielders. Loki Astaire, 1 and 2. And this one into left. Easy play by Elderberry, 1 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 4.
The lefty specialist on the mound in days. So far coming in handy over the last 2 batters.
Ball inside.
Swing and a miss. Days gets the strikeout there. 2 away now.
Number 45.
That brings up Shiru Amiya.
Nope, high.
Nearly had our first triple crown last season, but came up just a bit shy in the batting average, and he comes a bit shy of the warning track there. And we'll head to the bottom of the first. Dartboard, round him out. Pedro Cruz due up for the wrong fielders.
Play ball. Shortstop. Number 7. That's up.
Hard hit ball, and that's past the diving glove of Hitch Socks at third. And leadoff runner is aboard for the wrong fielders.
Now back. The second baseman, number 37.
But grounded to Lester PJ to KDC to first in time. And leadoff runner quickly erased with the Dragon special. And it's Pedro Cruz to the plate. First pitch swing popped up into left. Just in front of the warning track is Brecken York, and she makes the catch for out number 3. To the top of the second we go. 0-0, still the score. 5, 6, 7 due up for the overdrafts.
Number 28.
These 2 teams met late last year, and was the wrong fielders who walked off the overdrafts late in the game. Extra innings, I believe, 12th or 13th inning, that punched the ticket for the wrong fielders to go to their first playoff appearance since season 4. And that's a swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Days. She's up to 2. This one into right. Striking that one is Wayne, and he makes the catch for out number 2. I'll bring up Nico Baca.
16.
And this one's popped up to short. Dartboard is there, and that will be caught for out number 3. And we'll head quickly to the bottom of the second. Elderberry Lasers and Brick House due up.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 99. Ball high.
2-1 the count to Elderberry. The most recent person to hit for the cycle here in the Ssbl, but he starts things off caught looking against Bonatello 1 away.
Inside. That's inside. That's up.
3-0 to Boomer Lasers. Swings on that pitch, fouls it back. Fouls off another, makes it a full count now for Bonatello. 4 straight fouled off by Lasers. And make it 5. Swing and a miss! Back-to-back strikeouts for Bonatello, 2 away. And here comes Brick House. He takes a 1-2 count here from Bonatello, lays off that one inside, 2-2, and she puts one right back up the middle. Haas aboard with a 2-out single. Brings up the big bat of Trudy Fruity. First pitch swing fouled off. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Fruity goes down and will go to the top of the third. Still scoreless here. 8-9-1 due up for the overdrafts.
The third baseman, number 26.
Days is locked in. 2 strikeouts through 2 innings so far. A walk given up.
Ball inside.
Up the middle. Dartboard. In time, 1 away.
The second baseman, number 35.
Here's KDC. Here in the number 9 hole for the overdrafts. Foul off. It'll remain 1-2.
That's inside.
Swing and a miss. Days with her third K.
The designated hitter.
Brings us back to the top of the order. Able to draw a walk to start off the game. But gets striked out there. English good sentence. Bottom third we go. Saturn, Wayne, and Dartboard due up.
Third baseman,
If the wrong fielders can get their offense kick-started here, but Bonatello himself is locked in. 3 strikeouts through 2 innings pitched. Pair of hits given up so far.
strike 3, you're out.
And make it 4 as Bonatello and Days with the same number of strikeouts so far. Wood and Wayne to the plate now. And he gets struck out there. 5 Ks now for Bonatello.
Shortstop, number 7. Strike. Ball inside.
Up the middle, ADC in time for out number 3, and we'll head to the top of the 4th, still 0-0, 2-3-4 to it for the overdrafts in this one.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 14.
And this one into center field, that's going to get down, base hit for the overdrafts, their first of the game.
Now batting, the center
Lucky Astaire with the leadoff single. Oh no! Rainy days! Ouch!
the first baseman, number 45.
That's like the 3rd time that's happened this week. Saw that happen multiple times in the Retrievers Gauchos game yesterday. And this one deep into right doesn't have enough. It's gone! Shiru Amiya with the 3-run shot. Taking advantage of the comebacker to Days. And the overdrafts lead 3-0.
Ball inside.
And the overdrafts, or the wrong fielders, find themselves in a deep hole already.
The shortstop, number 10.
They do get an out here in the 4th, 1 away. Lester PJ to the mound, or to the plate. Days rattled now.
That's inside.
Oh, tough dive there by Lasers. Didn't really need to dive for that one. And everyone is safe. TJ aboard with the infield single. Runner is going, the throw from behind the plate, not in time. So PJ in scoring position now for Nick Obaka. Grounded to Lasers, he'll take it himself for out number 2, but runner does advance 90 feet. Now for Chippy Hitch Socks. And that's up the middle. That's going to be a base hit, and that will score the run. RBI single for Hitch Socks, and it's 4-0 overdrafts. And that's going to bomber special. No one getting to that one. And runners at the corners, and we're back to the top of the order. Piston Omen. And Days is done. In comes Mishka Barker. Grounded to Saturn, covers in time, throw to first in time. For out number 3, but the overdrafts plate 4 in the top of the 4th. And have a bit of a hill to climb here, facing against Donnie Bonatello, now locked in. Or I should say still locked in. He was locked in last inning. And this one's high and deep into left center. Back goes Yellow, and it's going to be caught in front of the wall for out number 1. A loud first out here in the bottom of the 4th from Round Him Out.
That's inside.
3-1 to Cruz, and he fouls that one off. Tough out activated for Cruz. That is up the middle, but Katarina covers it nicely. Throw to first in time. Round number 2, and here's Gramps Elderberry. Swing and a miss. Bonatello strikes out his 6th, and we go to the top of the 5th. Overdrafts leading 4-0 here. Mishka Barker trying to eat up some innings after Days getting hit with the comebacker and giving up 3-run shot. And subsequently an RBI single to Chippy Hitch Socks. Swing and a miss. Barker gets a strikeout there. Buzz Yellow to the plate. That will be a 4-pitch walk given up to Yellow. And here's the home run hitter himself, Shiru Amiya. Down the right field line. And he does another one, but this one inside, and Wayne tracks it down for out number 2. Two down now for Brecken York. 0-2 the count from Barker. That'll be fouled off. But we saw Toby Barker, we saw Archie Barker, and now we see Mishka Barker. Are there any more Barkers in the league I should know about? The trio of Barkers here tonight. Not sure if that's ever happened before. Popped up. Is anyone going to be able to get to it? Diving catch by Roundamount. Nice play there to get him out of the inning and send us to the bottom of the 5th. Boomer lasers to lead things off. He swings at the first pitch, grounds it to Lester PJ. He throws it to first in time for out number 1. To bring up Brick House now. Just 2 hits so far tonight from the wrong fielders off of Bonatello. One from House here, and the other one from Dartboard that started off the game. Bottom of the 1st. Swing and a miss, 2-2 the count to House. Fouls it off. Swing and a miss. 7 Ks for Bonatello. Floater, and Ducato gobbles that up for out number 3, and we'll go to the top of the 6th. Still 4-0. PJ, Baca, and Hit Sox due up. Nice strikeout there from Barker, his 2nd. Back-to-back from Barker, 2 down here. Here's Chippy Hitchsocks. Made it 4-0. And she was up last. 1-2 the count. Payoff pitch low. And that one's fouled off. We'll do it again. Popped up left field. Wrong fielders converge, and it looks like it will be Saturn who makes the catch in foul territory. For out number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It will be Saturn, then Wayne, and Dartboard due up for the wrong fielders. First pitch swing grounded to Lester. PJ at short to Mia. Round number 1. Mojo up on Bonatello. He should be on fire now. It's just bad news all the way around for the wrong fielders. Yeah, that's another strikeout for Bonatello. Make it 8. He has just cruised through this lineup. Apart from 2 base hits given up in this one. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch count pretty good. 71 here with 2 outs. And make it 3. Another strikeout. And we go to the top of the 7th. 9-1-2 due up for the overdrafts. Round to the 3rd, Saturn's up with it. The throw is going to be in time for round number 1.
That's inside. That's down.
2-1 to Piston Omen. Swings through that one, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Barker up to 4 Ks in relief. Has done a nice job keeping the overdrafts at bay. But will pass the ball over to Sally Dobbs. And first pitch she throws into left field. And that one is long gone. Mookie Astaire with a solo shot. 381. And it's 5-0 overdrafts.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Barker didn't even get a chance to take his seat yet in the dugout before the overdrafts put that one up on the board. Dobbs gets the strikeout of yellow to get us to the bottom of the 7th, but not before the solo shot from Astaire makes it 5-zip. Long fielder starting to run out of time. 9 outs left to work with, and an on-fire Bonatello staring them down on the mound. 0-2 the count to round him out. Swing and a miss. Make it double-digit Ks for Bonatello. This is prime Bonatello. We are seeing 10 strikeouts here against the wrong fielders. And that is up the middle, and Cruz will be aboard. Just the 3rd hit tonight for the wrong fielders. Bonatello stays on fire. And he has been ahead in counts in this one. Swing and a miss. 20 outs recorded, 11 of them via the strikeout. More strikeouts than non-strikeouts for Bonatello. Oh, that one again just passed the glove of York. Lasers is aboard, and the overdrafts, or the wrong fielders, now have 2 on and 2 out here for Brick House. At the corners, a chance for the wrong fielders to scrape something across to get him something to work with to going into the 8th. Maybe a chance to pull Bonatello, but he strikes her out. Make it a dozen, and we'll go to the top of the 8th still. 5-0 overdrafts. Off the glove of Dobbs, but stays with it and throws out Amia, 1 away.
Ball
3-0 to Brecken York. Fouls that one off, 3-0. Another makes it a full count. Round him out. 2 lasers in time for round number 2. One and one. Swing and miss. 1-2 now to PJ. And a swing and a miss. We'll go bottom of the 8th. Wrong fielder still trailing here 5-0. Desperate to get their offense started. That one's down the line, and that's going to be a leadoff single for the wrong fielders. That one is hit in the hole to PJ. PJ goes to second for 1. That's all they could get. And that's going to be a base hit into right. And that eats up Astaire a bit and allows the runner to go to third. So runners at the corners now for the wrong fielders. And dartboard will get pulled in favor of Grim Bullock. And Bullock will ground that to Kato. PJ, Mia for the Dragon special. And we'll head to the 9th. Bullock gets pulled for Burns. Line out to Saturn, one away. Grounded to Saturn. Up with it in time for round number 2. And there's to Burns, the throw rainbowed, but in time for round number 3. And the last hope for the wrong fielders. They need at least 5, and it's 2, 3, and 4 due up. And that's one way to get it started. Base hit through the left side. Donatello still in the game. Trying to get the CGSO, and big help there, as that is, oh, it's not going to be a Dragon special. Too fast for Pedro Cruz down the line. 100 pitches on Donatello. That's a high fly ball deep into center field. Back it goes, and that one is long gone. Holy cow, deep into center field goes Gramps Elderberry. 2-run home run. And makes it 5-2. That will most definitely chase Donatello from the game. But an excellent outing he had. And the overdrafts bullpen get them 2 more outs here without surrendering 3 more runs.
That's inside.
2-2 to Boomer Lasers. And Lasers into center field, but this one's going to stay in the park and be caught by Yellow with his feet on the warning track. And here's the last hope for the wrong fielders. Brick House, 1 for 3 today. Three and 1 to House, and she will draw a walk. So a runner aboard here. Trudy Fruity to the plate. But the tying run is on deck for the wrong fielders, so need to keep trying to pass the bat along here. Fruity fouls off the first pitch from Case. Lays off that one, 1-1. And that's going to be a base hit. Fruity gets aboard, and the wrong fielders will bring the tying run to the plate, and Sophia Saturn. And it was Sophia Saturn last season that hit the walk-off against the overdrafts that punched the ticket to the postseason for the wrong fielders. It's a 1-1 count. Saturn fouls that one off, and she'll have whiffer activated. 1 strike away. Fouled back. We'll do it again. 2 on, 2 out here. 5-2 ball game. Popped up. It's going to stay in play. Oh! Baca tried just out of her reach. Strike 3 called anyway. And the overdrafts win 5-2 and advance to 3-1 on the season. The comebacker to rainy days ends up looming large in this one. The 3-run shot from Shiba Mia. That 4-run 4th inning being the difference maker here. Mia goes 1 for 4 with that home run. Cookie Stair with the home run itself, his only multi-hit game. 9 hits for the wrong fielder spread out, apart from Fruity, who reached twice. Win goes to Bonatello, a dozen strikeouts through 8 1/3. Case not even getting, oh, because it was 5. Okay. Well, it was 3 after the home run. Whatever. And loss goes to Days, 4 earned through 3 2/3. That comebacker knocking her down. Barker kept them in it. Went 3, did give up a hit, only walked 1, 4 strikeouts. Dobbs giving up 1 and 2 1/3. MVP, nothing but green. Bonatello, followed by Shirumiya and Mookie Astaire. Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you all for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. Have a good night, everyone, and I'll see